So in the last video, I was talking about getting in touch with your higher self, getting to know your higher self, learning about your higher self. So in this video, I want to talk about manifestation, how to manifest things in your life using your higher self, which is very important because, again, higher self knows you better than anyone. So your higher self will know how to guide you into manifesting those things you want. And one thing about manifesting things in your life is that you have to be really clear on what you want, and you have to say what you want in present tense. Make sure you don't say it in a future tense, because again, you have to be clear so your higher self is going to react to what you say. So if you say, I will become, that's future tense, so your higher self is going to say, okay, that's will. We're not going to worry about that now. We'll deal with that later. And so you may keep saying, I will become something, and your life goes by and nothing ever manifests. So what you have to say is, I am, and then whatever you want to become. And then your higher self will say, okay, you're saying that's what we are, but that's not what we are right now. So let me start putting these things in place to make that a reality. And so your higher self will open up doors to make these things a reality. And it's the same thing when it comes to, if it's for money, if it's for health, doors will open up for those things to become a reality. If you say, I am rich, you may not be rich right then, but what you'll start to notice is you'll start meeting people who can put you in positions to start moving up the ladder, moving up in your financial prosperity. Because the only way to get rich, you have to go through certain stages to get there. So your higher self will open doors up. You'll start hearing from people. You'll start, like I said, you'll just start seeing the changes. And I can tell you as a witness, I'm not rich, but I can tell you manifesting these things, you can see the changes effective immediately. When I first did this, it was strange because I had said some manifestations. I was sitting in the van, and I had said some manifestations to my higher self, said about 8 of them. And when I got done saying them, I felt like a burst of energy shoot down my spine. And usually when I do readings or curse removals and things like that, I always feel like a burst of energy down my spine when I'm done. And I think that's my higher self way of giving me confirmation that whatever I requested was accepted. So I felt that burst of energy, and I was like, all right. And before I knew it, before the day was over with, I was already getting people writing me to spend some money with me. And not that I'm just looking to take people's money, because obviously that's not my heart. But, it happened. People who needed help in their lives to be able to push forward. Obviously, I was going to provide the service to help them. And in helping them get them where they need to be, in return, I was going to receive the financial blessings that I asked for. And even during those services, I also ask for them to receive financial blessings as well, if that's what they needed in their lives. So it's not about being greedy, it's just taking and not giving. So when you talk to your higher self and you do manifestations, you have to be clear. I am, not I will. I am. This is what I am right now. Even if you're not, you have to claim it. You might have heard that before. Claim it, right? You think of some of the celebrities, whether you like them or not, Oprah, Jim Carrey, doesn't matter how you feel about them. If you think about their stories, they all did something where they said, this is me, at a time when they wasn't the person who they are. And it was then they said, this is who I am. And then they eventually became that person. So the manifestation starts, in the beginning, up here. That's where the manifestation starts. and then you become that person. As long as you stick with the doors that are opening, that your higher self opens for you. So, hope that makes it a little more clear how to manifest things. That you may need to change your wording, change your intentions from future tense to present tense, and you should see some changes, some immediate changes. Okay? Talk to you later.